Hey guys, so that was it for Storytime with Iron Wings. Kind of pushed it out to 2 videos every day for almost a week. Hope you enjoyed it, and it was a little bit fun to produce. Enjoyed telling my stories, although not a high viewer count. I would actually like to thank a certain fan, one of the first subscribers I had after I broke the 10 viewer mark. Username of John Hurley. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that, but thank you, John, for your comments and subscribing. So, what's coming up next on the video? Well, as you can see in front of you, you got a nice, fairly dirty bag of brass, and that's because I am in the middle of working on my next video. It'll probably come out in a couple of weeks, and what it's going to be is a compare and contrast review of my most popular video to date, the Marlin Camp Carbine, the Camp 9, and the most recent rifle I've had added to my collection, a Ruger Mini 14 in 5.56. And you may look at that on the surface level and think that's kind of an odd choice to compare and contrast to compete against one another, but it really kind of isn't if you think about it. And I'll go into why that is in the actual video itself, but that's why I'm telling you about this now. Is for a couple weeks I'm going to be scripting, shooting, and producing this actual review, because it's not going to be like my old ones where you just see me in my studio here in my garage talking about the rifles in particular. There will be footage of me at the range, not my face obviously, but of me shooting these firearms, their targets. A few of the points I want to discuss are regarding weight, size, caliber, as well as the effects heating might have on both of their barrels and accuracy, because the Mini 14 is actually quite known, if they're pre-580 series like mine is, for being inaccurate past 20, 40, 60 rounds shot in quick succession and heating the barrel up. So that's what's going to take a little bit of a while to produce, because this is my first video I'm actually going to put some production value into. It might take some time. I hope you guys don't hold that against me, although since I only average about 1 to 2 viewers per video, I don't think that's so much an issue. Other than that, I look forward to bringing it out, because I haven't seen a whole lot of people compare and contrast the two, despite them being similar size, similar weight, and similar ideas behind them. So hopefully I'll get quite a bit of viewers on that, some interested people, because I think it's an interesting concept that came out with the two of them. With the Camp 9, it was kind of created with the idea of being a camp gun, something that you take out and use to kill some small game, or maybe a deer or two if you're out hunting big game. That way you have something to eat for dinner. And then the Mini 14 was kind of meant to be a shrunken down version of the M14, as the name implies, in 5.56, which is also an intermediate cartridge. So yeah, it'd just be interesting, I think, to show the pros, the cons, and how, despite being similar to each other, how they would differ. And I kind of wonder why it is no one's ever thought to compare the two. I get that the Marlin Camp 9 is not exactly the most well-known or common gun. I mean, so far as I can see, it's almost a $1,000 gun now across the internet for its price. So it's not exactly affordable. It's more of a collector's piece, but still. You know, you see people comparing the Mini 14 to an M1 Garand or an M1 Carbine all the time. And the Camp 9 was essentially a shrunken down M1 Garand, M1 Carbine, Mini 14. Or the Mini 14 was a shrunk down M1 Garand, M1 Carbine. And the Camp 9 was meant to replace the M1 Carbine as sort of that camp gun, that smaller caliber that you can use around the camp for varmints, plinking, that sort of thing. So other than this announcement, I just hope you guys will be patient. I appreciate your time. Once again, John, thank you for subscribing and your comments. I really appreciate them. And if you want to check out my back catalog, go ahead. I'll throw a link to my Marlin Camp 9 review in the link below. Otherwise, thank you very much, guys. Reaching 10 subscribers has been awesome. Hopefully I'll see you boost that up to 100 shortly. Thank you very much. This is Iron Wings 3187 signing off.